Shumpert.
What's led to Freddie getting the minutes he did last week in the first half, and how do you feel like he performed in them?
Freddie's been practicing well, and I think for the first time in a long time he's healthy. And that was the big thing prior to is just him not being healthy and not being able to practice and well. So he's much improved. He's feeling a lot better, and thought he did well in his minutes.
We'll go to Rob Lewis.
Coach, just I mean, what can you say about the way Dalton is playing right now, the level he's playing at, and what has just caused the jump we've seen? I guess from the last 2 weeks of 2023 to what he's done since SEC play started.
Yeah, I mean Dalton's an extremely talented offensive player, and hadn't been around a lot of guys like him at that size, and so I think. Again, he's continuing to settle in and find his spots and pick his spots, and just really did a great job down in Athens of taking that game over, and his teammates did a great job of getting him the ball and spacing the floor for him to be able to be able to operate, and so he's extremely talented, and glad he's on our side.
We'll go to Mike Wilson.
Yeah, Justin, with Freddie, his development, how much will that help maybe keep Zakai below 35 a game? And just what would he do in terms of giving you another option at guard if he continues to show this consistency that you guys have been looking for?
Yeah, no, it'd be huge. It'd be huge because it will allow us to keep Z a little fresher and kind of limit his minutes a little bit. And so adding that another guard to that rotation would be huge for us.
Ben McKee.
Justin, I'm curious, some of these end of game scenarios this season, I think of Wisconsin and then Georgia on Saturday. I know it's not literally this simple, but how much of it is just give the ball to Dalton and kind of get out of the way?
Yeah, no, he's been great in those situations. Obviously, we don't want it to ever have to get to that point, but it's great to have an option like that, like Dalton, that when things kind of may slow down, or you need a basket, to have a weapon like that you can go to and feel comfortable and confident going to.
And I guess as a quick follow-up, just kind of what's the irony of going to Dalton when you still do have a point guard that's playing at such a high level as Zakai has been playing of late?
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great to have multiple options, because it becomes even tougher to scheme and to prepare for it. And so the more options, the better. And with Dalton, he's so versatile. You can put him pretty much anywhere. You can post him, you can run him off cuts, off screens, and then you can put the ball in his hands. So he is a high level scorer.
Go to Reese Van Haften.
Hey, Coach Gainey, how hard is it to transition from a team that hunts the three to a Florida team that tries to get to the rack and get buckets down low?
Yeah, no, I mean, it'll be, it'll be different for sure. They want to get downhill. They want to get to the basket. They want to get to the free throw line. And so we just got to be ready to make that adjustment. And all, through preseason and non-conference games, we faced different types of opponents that attack in different ways. So I think we'll be prepared, and we'll have our guys' mindset ready on that. But I don't want to take away from their ability to shoot the three. They're just kind of a lower volume 3-point shooting team, but they have guys that can knock them down, and all over the court. And even Samuels has shown he can make them too. So it won't be a situation where it's like completely packed in and not respecting their 3-point shot at all, because those guys can Richards, I mean, those guys can shoot it.
Go to Paige Dower.
Hey, Coach. So obviously these last couple of games, it's all been about like a defensive battle. Now you're kind of switching your mindset to offense. You've got Walter and Zion who are kind of averaging 15 points a game. What's the mindset heading into this game when you have to slow them down but be efficient on offense as well?
Yeah, no, I mean, both of those guys are really good, and Kugel's good, and Samuel's good. I mean, they got a really good team, but again, their guard play is, I mean, it's as strong as there is in the league, and so it's going to take a team effort. Not one guy will be able to do the job because they are so aggressive. They are so talented, and and the offense is designed for them to attack certain areas. So it won't just be the guy on the ball, to be everybody around being in where they're supposed to be, and that guy guarding the ball having confidence that, hey man, I got some help behind me. I got to do my job, but if something does happen, I do have built-in help that can help slow these guys down. But it's definitely going to be a handful. Those guys they're tough.
Got time for a few more. If you have another question, please raise your hand. We'll try to get back to you. I'll go to Ryan again.
In what ways has playing with Josiah benefited Dalton this year?
Man, I think Josiah's approach to the game, and and again, Dalton is a hard worker. He is a guy that puts the time in, and Josiah is a guy that does the same in different ways, and whether it's in the weight room, whether it's stretching and all of that. So I think the off the court stuff has been good. I think Josiah is a guy that has a great IQ, a great feel for the game. He sees things before they happen sometime, and so I think those two guys being able to be out there together, benefits both of them, and so it's been it's been good for him.
Rob.
Coach, what does it say about Jonas? Just kind of his toughness or mental makeup that he bounced back from Mississippi State with the game like he had at Georgia after Coach Barnes kind of challenged him.
Yeah, no, he was was really impressed. Was really proud of Jonas and his effort in that game, and just the way he dominated the paint from a rebounding standpoint, from a rim protection standpoint, was great to see. And just like all our guys, I mean, they're resilient, they're tough, next play mentality. So the previous game might not have been as to the level that he wanted, or anything, but the way he responded, the way he bounced back, we're proud of him, and that's what we expect of all of our guys.
Okay, last question for Coach Gainey comes from Reese.
Hey, Coach, when your son is going through some shooting struggles like he is right now, how do you balance being a head coach, but also there for him as a dad to tell him, hey, we're here for you, we're helping you out as much as we can?
It's more of I've always been a coach, right, since he's been born, and so coach and dad is kind of the same in the sense of, hey, get in the gym, just keep shooting, man, stay confident, and it's like I would tell anybody, any of our players, and when they go through maybe some shooting lulls or maybe not play the best game, I'm always more of a upbeat, confident guy versus trying to crush you. So that's just kind of my nature. So yeah, just stay confident, stay upbeat. Next one's going in, keep shooting, and they will, because he puts in the work, and he's a confident guy, confident shooter. So I know his confidence won't ever get deflated. So it's easy. It's easier for me because again I've been dad and I've been coach his entire life. So and then nothing really changes in that standpoint.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much for your time.